Welcome, Jordan here. I want to let you know that you don't have to prove yourself anymore. When you are going through and living from and building from this energy of needing to prove yourself, everything will feel hard. Resistance will show itself constantly. And the physical expression of how this might look like in your day to day will be constantly checking follower growth or checking your dashboard to see how much money you made, or constantly seeing did that person text you back, or constantly feeling like you're never doing enough, or not being able to sit still, or not being able to take some time off because you feel guilty, and many, many more. When you're building from the energy of needing to prove yourself, you will be on this hamster wheel of constantly running, never arriving. And even when you hit the goals that you have set out, the goalpost will just move because it's an endless chase to achieve something that you think will give you the feeling that you truly want within, which cannot be given by anything else or anybody else but you. And this is one of the most liberating things that I realized along my journey. This has been one of the biggest ones for me personally. I would work 16-hour days. And if I just do one more thing, then I will eventually arrive at this place where I will feel enough and I'll be able to exhale for the first time. It's a painful place to be. And I understand. And realizing this and letting it go is a challenging thing. I want to let you know where this comes from. As a child growing up, you felt that only when you did something or behaved a certain way or said the right thing, then you are valuable. Then you are worthy. And that belief gets ingrained very early on. So life becomes a performance. You go off, maybe you were an athlete, maybe you were in the gym, maybe you were in business, and you set yourself out to achieve these things. You hit the milestones, you hit the goals, the targets. Everybody claps, everybody cheers you on, and it just reinforces the performer within. But only you feel it in the days when none of that matters. Only you feel it before you go to sleep, in the afternoons when you sit down and you try to rest. Only you feel it in those moments in between where you don't truly feel fulfilled. You don't feel like you're enough. And you wonder why the achievement of these different things aren't doing it the way that you thought that they would. You're chasing something that cannot give you what you want. And the more that you chase these things, the more it will amplify this feeling more and more and more. And you deserve better than that. You deserve to, yes, achieve those things. We're not disregarding that. But to do it from a place where you know within that you're already whole. To know within that regardless of what you do, you are worthy. You are valuable. Not because of what you did or what you've accomplished, because you are a fucking human being. We don't go around and look at a baby and say, you're only valuable if you walk and speak like me. No. We inherently know that a baby is not worthy based on what it does. We cherish it and we love it because it is a baby and it needs care. It's the same thing with yourself. What we're looking at when it comes to solving this is understanding that there's just a part of you that's looking to be seen. It doesn't have to be complicated here. I'm not here to make your life more challenging. But there's a part of you that's looking to be seen. The little boy within, or the teenager within, or even the young adult, or the adult, is just looking for some attention from you to say, hey, you're already valuable. You're already worthy. And you don't need to do anything to prove that. Because at the end of the day, it's a belief system in place. It's part of your subconscious wiring to believe that. And that's what causes the action to be taken from that energy. Because it's also a scary thing to think about not achieving something. Because then that threatens your whole identity and your levels of self-worth. And that's not something that you want to experience, so you keep repatterning the same belief system and feeding it. And you're not wrong for that, because it's the only way that you've learned how to do this. It's the only way you've learned how to play the game of life. So there's no judgment here. It's not your fault, but it is your responsibility. It's your responsibility to go inwards and to look at that child within that started to believe that his worth and value was only based on what he did. And to reparent yourself in a way that allows you to give yourself the love that you're truly craving from these external achievements and the progress and the milestones. And understand that outside of any of those things, you are already whole, valuable, worthy, and whatever word you want to put on that. But only you can give that to yourself. This is one of the hardest lessons for me as well. I am the only one who can give that to myself. Even say it with me. I am the only one who can give that level of love to myself. But dude, I'm telling you, what comes out the other side of that, as long as that process takes, the other side of that is not needing to achieve things. It's not dampening your desire. You're still going to have the desire to go after things, but it won't come from the energy of needing it to prove yourself or to feel a certain way about yourself. It will come from wholeness. And wow, can you create some amazing things from that place? And the achievements, they feel 10 times better, 100 times better. You can't even put a number on it. Because what those things do is they simply just amplify your feeling within. Because right now, those achievements are amplifying the thing within yourself that you already feel, which is a sense of disconnection or lack even. So the achievements just amplify that, which is why you can have the biggest moments followed by the darkest pitfalls afterwards, because it just amplified the feeling. So think about it this way. It works in the same way when you come from that place of wholeness, that place of love within yourself. The achievements just amplify that feeling, because you don't need it to feel worthy. You already have that feeling. Now the things that you achieve, they're just beautiful milestones in your journey. And you get to live every single day from that place of achievement, because you've achieved the thing that many people spend their lives chasing, which is just internal fulfillment, self-love, right? Even if some of those terms feel a bit fluffy to you, that's okay. This is all part of that journey. So just be wary when the mind tries to come in, send you into hyperactive mode, and instead go on the journey of repatterning how you show up and the energy that you build and create from. And if you want to identify what that number one subconscious block may be for you, because it is different for everybody, even though you can bring it back to a couple of main blocks, that one for you will show up in a unique way. If you want to use a tool that I've created for you, you're more than welcome to use that. It's in the description below. You'll be able to check that out. And when you have an idea of what this number one thing is for you, then it's about the embodiment and the repatterning and rewiring of identity. Because for a long time, you've believed yourself to be a certain way. That's okay, but it's time to let that part of you go. Not push it away or reject it, but to actually love it, because it served you up until this point. But now moving forward, There's a different version of you being born that doesn't drive forward from an energy of needing something from others or needing achievements to feel a certain way, whatever the case is. That new identity is going to bring you the fulfillment, the success, the love, the happiness, all of the things. It's one of the biggest things that will just knock all the dominoes for you. And I can say that because I've experienced it and witnessed it across many men I've worked with. So, brother, you're not alone with this. It's a common thing. But don't let the fact that it's common be the reason that you continue to buy into it or continue to go on the path of feeding it any longer, because you know yourself it's not serving you. You know yourself that it's time to rewire that, to show up from a more powerful place in your relationships, your community, the people around you, your business, your health, your fitness, everything that you are working towards. You deserve to experience that wholeness every day, not just when you achieve things. So, dude, I see you. It's not an easy place to be, but it is your responsibility to move towards making that change. Sending you love. Thanks for being here and giving me your time and attention. I'll see you in the next video.